What is going on, everybody? Thank you for joining me for another episode of Jujutsu Kaisen. So we finished off the special grade curse, but it seems like Yuji cannot take control back from Sukuna, so now he has free reign to do whatever he's gonna do. So that might be a problem. See if Gojo or somebody else can get here in time and help out. I don't know, but I want to see what is going to happen. So we're going to jump into it. If you want to be able to watch the full-length version of this reaction, you can find that on my Patreon, along with other rewards, such as early access. The top-tier patrons get 4-week early access, which means you could watch episodes 6, 7, 8, and 9 all right now. That's the best way to help support this channel if you enjoy my videos, and I really appreciate your consideration for doing that. Thank you very much. But either way, we're jumping back into Jujutsu Kaisen with episode 5. Yeah, okay, he knows the special grade is dead. But he doesn't know about Yuji's situation, though, so they could be in some serious danger. So maybe they're going to need to form some kind of pact, some kind of better deal, but I don't know exactly what kind of deal he would want. And now... Oh! He doesn't give a shit about this kid's body. He's gonna rip it out! It did say that one of... Oh man. It did say that one of them was gonna die. Feel like all the good shonen have to have one heart removal scene, you know? Happens often. Yep, there's another finger. So I guess that's 3 that he's consumed. If Yuji takes back over, he's dead. So, checkmate. Life is unfair. We live in a society. Who is this? Is this somebody? Is it a little Fushiguro flashback? Barely, just a little bit. He is tough, but there might be more to him than that. Even though Fushiguro hasn't known him long, he understands him. That he might be able to take control back, and he'd be willing to even if it meant he died. Yeah, he might be damaged without the heart, but not like down to your level. I mean, he might be like this much weaker than he usually is, and you're a lot weaker than him. Summon every animal that you have. At least he does have some little animal sidekicks, so he can have a team fight, but I don't know if it's gonna matter at all. Look at him, casually, hands in his pockets, like a badass. Watch out, man! Like, one hit from this guy could kill you. So you're lucky that he's toying with you, and he's just... Oh, God! That's a great shot. Orochi! That's the snake. Nice. Ooh, you grabbed his ass. It's a long-ass snake. Doesn't matter, though. Send out all the animals. He's got thunder wings. Holy shit. God damn. Good for you for fighting against... Whoa, how far is he going? Fighting against ridiculous odds, but it's not gonna work. Look at that stance. He's ready to... Oh, how are you not dead? You should be... Oh, God! You should be so thankful. How is he not dead? Oh, my God! Like, this is just the power of anime. You can survive shit like that, but I mean, in any other circumstance, holy shit. I don't know if they used cursed energy to, you know, cushion themselves against blows, extra defense, but wow. Wow, he's actually acknowledging that he has talent. Nowhere near his level, but that's still nice. Wow, what a saint. Any second you spend being mad about something could be a second spent being happy. And of course, whoever this nice woman was died. I usually think of Megumi like from Food Wars, so I do associate that name with girls. Sorry. So he really values good people being able to live lives and evil people being punished. It's probably why he had that attitude towards the juvie kids before. Doesn't necessarily excuse what he was saying, but that's where he was coming from. Uh-oh, burning through his life. He's got to use extra super cursed energy or something. What now? What is that? What are you talking about? Hey, no. You can't tease You can't tease that he was going to use his ultimate Kamehameha move and then not... man! He's back, but he has no heart. So that's a problem. He really is gonna die. They weren't lying about that. It's just that he'll obviously come back. I mean, Sukuna said, like, I don't care, because I got all the other pieces of my body elsewhere, so it doesn't matter. So why would he help after this? He clearly has to. It's an odd little group in the middle. Nobody can see them. So, hello. Were they behind that incident? Yeah, they were. So we have a villainous group here who was just kind of testing things out. So they're definitely a lot stronger than that special grade. Maybe not at Sukuna level, but they're strong. So this guy's a human. She can see him. What's his deal? So you're saying they sent them on this mission to have Yuji die without getting their hands dirty? And they risked Megumi and Nobara's lives too? Whoa! Yeah, go ahead. Vicious. Kill them all if you have to. You're blushing a little bit. You like the hot doctor lady who looks like she hasn't slept in a little while? That's fine, man. Sorry guys, you just became a team of 3. And he's already gone, for now. That shows you that it could be you as well. Oh, you say you only knew him for a while, but it's okay. Show that emotion. They have no idea that he's going to come back, even if we know he has to. Another student? One of the second or third years? What is that over your shoulder? Oh, that's Zenin. She was mentioned earlier in the show, so she might be really strong. And there's the panda! We're going to meet all the other guys now that Yuji's dead. I'm sorry? Bonito Flakes? Yeah, you should have. You acted rather cold when they were going through a serious emotional moment. This guy just says food. Okay. Okay. Why? Cursed speech? What? What are you talking about? And why is this a panda? Is he just like a panda? And his name is Panda. Alright, you didn't explain anything about Panda, you just said his name. Oh, okay. Thank you. She had the same question that I did. I guess we'll learn about Panda eventually. Oh, the other school? So we're gonna get to meet more as well. The other students. Cool. She just wants to play Smash? That's cool, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be involving Jujutsu sorcery. But if you want to play Mario Kart, I'll kick your ass. Is it a tournament? Maybe not quite exactly a tournament, but a competition against the other school. Okay, I guess Yuji doesn't get to do it. Do you really have time for this? Aren't there, like, curses out there to be dealt with? And there's not that many of you. Do you have time to be fighting each other? I guess it's healthy training and, you know, building up that rivalry, just because. So they actually did address it. About why they're doing this. Nobara is asking all the questions that I'm asking. Good for them, good for her. What the hell does that mean? You want to make curses like the dominant species? And who's his boss? So you think negative emotions are like the most honest? So you're the true beings? I mean, in a way, I understand that. Not that I, like, agree with him, but I get where he's coming from as a curse. But if he's the strongest, how are you gonna do that? Through some trickery. Okay, maybe they're gonna be involved in Yuji's revival, which would be interesting if the villains are actually responsible for it. Okay, maybe not, but they at least... This guy has some knowledge, so he knows that Sukuna might get up to something. He's gonna have some kind of conversation with him inside his mind. Even though he's dead. It's magic, it's fine. Alright, a good episode. It was telling the truth. Yuji died. Usually when a show says something like that, it's usually something like their heart stopped for a little bit and then they got resuscitated, or like they drowned and then they got revived. he is dead and has been for a little while. Like, he's cold and in the morgue. He will be coming back, but he did die for now, and it was a very insane fight because of how much Megumi survived, and I gotta give him props, just like I did Yuji last time, for standing up to a threat that's so much stronger than you, him trying to get Sukuna to heal himself, even though he knew that it was practically hopeless. He was eventually able to do it with his words, though, and Yuji was able to come back out. But yeah, that was crazy that he did all that. I need to know more about the Shikigami powers, because like Sukuna even said, usually Shikigami in anime, they're not through shadows. So I don't know how that works. Do you literally just put cursed energy into a shadow? Is that a thing you can do? I don't know. Why are they animals? Does he just like animals? How many does he have? He was going to use his ultimate move, and they did that thing where they tease it, where somebody... it's like Luffy Gear 3rd. The first time he teased it. You don't actually get to see it till a little while later. It'll probably be quite a while, I guess, with him. But it had a crazy-ass name, and then he didn't get to use it. But that was a good scene. Just the fact that he tore his heart out in the first place. Smart strategy from Sukuna. Good for him. I don't know what they're going to come up with. Some kind of pact that benefits them both, but I don't know why Sukuna would want to do that and how it would benefit him. Maybe he thinks through Yuji they could potentially gather more of his fingers, and he would want that. He could go out and experience more, but like, why would he give Yuji anything beneficial? I don't know. They're gonna have to come up with something to bring Yuji back. We get some more villains. We see a team led by some human sorcerer and some curses that he has with him. And there's some other ones that they're talking about as well. So they were behind all that. They're going to be super strong. I can't wait to see that. And they're already talking about trying to get Gojo out of the picture and use Yuji however they can. So I want to see how strong they are. Not Sukuna level, but probably way above that special grade. And I kind of like what that one was talking about, just kind of characterizing him really quick about how, like, negative emotions are the truest emotions, so we're pure beings. It's like, well, from his perspective, as a curse who doesn't want to be exterminated, I see why he views himself that way, even if he has to be taken down. And it turns out that some of the higher-ups actually did this whole thing on purpose. I said last time that I can buy it because there's so few sorcerers that if everybody else is busy, okay, I guess you gotta send the kids. It definitely felt a little bit like, well, they went because they're the main characters. But I still bought it. But now it makes even more sense, because it turns out they wanted Yuji dead. They were not a fan of Gojo suspending his execution, and they didn't care about Megumi or Nobara dying, even though they're so short-staffed, they didn't care. And if anything, they were fine with it because Gojo, like, they're under Gojo, so that would have caused him more pain, and they're apparently against Gojo, because I guess he's kind of unorthodox, and they can't control him as well. So that's a big issue. Like, if Yuji does revive, then you also have to deal with that. So that's kind of an interesting, like, more intricate plot going on with some of the people higher up in this association that you might have to appeal to or fight against. That could be kind of cool. I don't know what'll happen when he revives. And we also got a little bit of Megumi flashback in there. There's like some girl, don't really know much about her, but she died. And it gives more context to what he said last time when he was talking about these guys were in the juvenile detention center. They're not good people. Who cares if they died? And now we see that that's kind of a thing with him. Like, he really wants to help good people, but he doesn't care as much about bad people. He doesn't like the fact that some bad people, some curses, live while good people die. So that kind of characterizes him a little bit more. It was a good episode for him. Then we got to meet some of the older characters from the OP while Megumi and Nobara are bonding a little bit over Yuji's death. They didn't know him for very long, but it's kind of nice to see Megumi understand him so well and fight to save him. And even Nobara shows a little bit of emotion. Yeah, it hadn't been that long, but it still sucks to lose somebody like that, and it kind of really drills home the danger, the fact that you could die out there too. But we got the weapons girl. She was mentioned at the beginning of the show. I think it was episode 1. He's like, oh, he's like Zenin. So I guess she's just like really crazy strong for some reason, and she's good at weapons, so I want to see her fight. She could be badass. And then there's the panda. He's just a panda. Okay, good for him, I guess. Great, excellent. He's got his little quirks about being a panda. And the other guy has his quirk that he just talks about food ingredients. Cursed speech sounds like a really cool power. That sounds really fun. I want to see more of that, or any of it really. But yeah, the whole saying food things, I don't know. It's just one of those anime character quirks that people have, because they're just wacky, I guess. But there's other students who still aren't here yet, and there's the other school that we're gonna meet, and we're gonna have a tournament of some kind, and yeah, that's definitely just like a shonen thing that you have to do. It's like, wait a minute, shouldn't we be out fighting curses right now? And they have an excuse, and so I buy it well enough, but it's pretty transparent that it's just like, the author really wanted to do it. He wanted to have like a tournament arc, and so he's going to. And it's like, okay, I buy it, because it can be fun, you know? We don't have to just fight curses all the time. We can watch all these people, meet them all, see their personalities, their powers clashing. Maybe there can be some like higher up political machinations behind the scene between the two schools. I don't know, but that could be fun. I don't know if Yuji's going to be revived in time for it, but I want to see everybody else and all of their powers. But it was a good episode. It feels like we're kind of moving into a new stage here, because after Yuji's revival, how are they going to handle the higher ups? How is he going to have a new pact with Sukuna? Because if you bring Sukuna out, you just win. So he can't really do that because it's so dangerous. But how is Sukuna going to allow him to keep his own body? I don't know how that's going to work. And then we're going to be meeting a ton of other characters, so it kind of feels like we're moving into the next stage of the story. This was kind of like the beginning, the first act. Yuji's death here is going to signal a turning point, and we met a villainous group, so it feels like the story's expanding a lot, and I like that. I want more characters and world building and powers and everything, so I'm excited for more. It's been a good, fun 5 episodes, and now it feels like the story is getting bigger, so I'm more excited than ever to see what else is going to come. So thank you for watching. Leave your thoughts in the comments about everything that happened in this episode. That's it. Check out the links down below. I really appreciate it, and I hope to see you for the next episode.